three wide receivers that have extreme upside with little risk going into the 2023 NFL fantasy season. I'm going to give you three wide receivers that can possibly give you top 10 seasons. One with a much better shot than the other two, one that's kind of middle of the road, lower tier, and a third that's pretty low, pretty cheap, essentially no risk. So the first, Chris Godwin, wide receiver for the Buccaneers. So everybody thinks, oh, Tom Brady's gone. The wide receivers there have lost a ton of value, yada, yada, yada. If you go look at the numbers, Baker Mayfield has the ability to support an offense in multiple wide receivers and make them fantasy relevant. So for that reason, I'd like Chris Godwin to be on my fantasy team at cost. I was trying to acquire him in all my leagues. Some leagues, people who are more aware of Baker's fantasy relevance, according to wide receivers, will be less likely to move him. But people seeing Baker Mayfield as a quarterback will be more likely to move off of Chris Godwin. Now, I would be less impressed with getting Mike Evans. I think Chris Godwin is the move. That's the play you want to make, mainly for age and overall upside if Baker Mayfield is the quarterback. So target Chris Godwin. Secondly, Marvin Mims. Now, you would say, well, there's too many wide receivers in that wide receiver room, and Russell Wilson stinks. The whole team stinks, which may be true. But if Marvin Mims produces just a little bit, I believe Sean Payton will elevate him to be a featured part of that offense because the Broncos didn't have any early picks. The first pick of their draft when Sean Payton was running that team, guess who it was? Marvin Mims. So he clearly wanted Marvin Mims, like Marvin Mims, to spend his first pick as head coach of the Broncos on Marvin Mims. So at cost, get Marvin Mims. If it costs you a future third round pick, who cares? The third round pick probably won't matter, but the upside from Marvin Mims is huge. Courtland Sutton goes down for a game and he shows out, boom, you made it. That's a smash deal for you. So Marvin Mims, get him. He's cheap, high upside. Third, now this one's a long shot, but worth the cost for sure. Justin Shorter, wide receiver for the Buffalo Bills. They don't have a lot of draft capital in them, so they don't have a really good reason to give him lots of snaps and lots of targets. But with the rumors of Stephon Diggs not happy with the situation, him and Josh Allen beefing for whatever reason, Sean McDermott kind of in the middle of it, super confusing situation in general, go get Justin Shorter for cost. If it's a fourth round or third round pick, it won't matter. Move those picks, get Justin Shorter, add him to your team, put him on your taxi squad. Stephon Diggs misses a few weeks and he shows out again. Even if you don't like him long term, you can flip him to somebody who has Stephon Diggs that wants to cuff a receiver, I guess, because Stephon Diggs again is 29, pushing 30 years old, and wide receiver cliffs right around that age. So even if Stephon Diggs does stay, his years are numbered, and his contract isn't that long. So Justin Shorter is a buy at current price.